the cloud. Thank you so much for joining us on this month's Fun Zoom. We love that you want to learn, and we've got some great information for you today. We're going to be muting until the presentations are done, and then we will stop the recording in order to deal with non-compliant comments and questions. And our next Fun Zoom will be August 10th. Now, our lovely naturopathic physician, Marie, had a conflict today, and so she invited her daughter, Joy Summers, to present in her place. And Joy is a world fitness expert on healthy eating, weight management. She's a weight management guru. And so I'll let her finish explaining herself as well. But Joy is going to take over, and then Sandy Curtis, our women's health nurse practitioner, will follow her, and then I will finish up. So take it away, Joy.
All right. Hi, guys. I'm so happy to be here. I'm actually calling in from a very small place in Austria. So I don't have any of my oils, and I have the best travel kit of oils. And it's been real. I should have brought that too. It's these like the tiny little bottles. It's a pack of 10. I put my sticker labels on it, and I have been dousing people with all of my oil. So my top 10 favorite oils. I have Balance, Motivate, Sage, obviously the natural antibiotic protocol in case I get sick when I'm traveling. And peppermint. Oh my gosh. When you go around to different people and you're like, do you want some energy? And you just splash them with a dose of peppermint. Everyone's like, wow, it's amazing. So anyways, I don't have my Deep Blue with me, but my topic today is going to be on one of my other favorite essential oils, especially for the field that I'm in, which is helping people lose weight, athletes. I use Deep Blue, the rub and the capsules when I was competing. But there are so many great uses for this oil. So we'll go over first Deep Blue. Let me just pull up my notes here really quick. So Deep Blue comes in many forms with doTERRA. So the first one we're going to be talking about, thank you, Roxanne, is the 5 milliliter oil. All right. So it is a small container of it. But basically it's comprised of wintergreen, some peppermint, ylang ylang, blue tansy, blue chamomile, and one of my other favorites for inflammation, helichrysum. That's how you say it, right? I hope so. Helichrysum. So helichrysum is for bruising, but Deep Blue is specifically known for reducing inflammation. All right. So because this is a small bottle and I like it to extend its life, what I've actually done is I've gotten my own little roller bottles. Now they also sell it in a touch form, but you can make your own. So you get these little roller bottles and, fill the roller bottle like we do with fractionated coconut oil, and then 10, 15, 20 drops of Deep Blue. And what the fractionated coconut oil also does is, say I have like an inflamed elbow or wrist or foot or knee, whatever the inflammation pain is going on in your body, you're going to take this oil and you can put it in your hand, again with the roller, and you're just going to roll it on your skin. Okay. This is not an oil to be taken internally. This is strictly for external use. And so what I found is that when you just put it in your hand and then you put it on the spot, you need a little bit more. I just feel like when you put it with the coconut oil, it can go a lot longer and it's more penetrative to the skin. So anytime that we mix an oil with a fractionated coconut oil, it's deep penetration to the skin. And again, we're trying to help our joints and bring the inflammation down. So you want to apply this, again, anywhere that's sore. You could also apply it on the bottoms of your feet. You can apply it before you work out, after you work out. Another great one is for like your lower back. If you've been lifting things, a long, heavy day, have someone rub it on your lower back. If you're familiar with the, oh my goodness, I'm now forgetting the name of the protocols that we use down our spine. Roxanne, help me out. The
Aroma touch technique or the symphony of the cells?
Symphony of Cells,
Cells.
okay?
Yes.
Symphony of Cells has a great protocol to also bring down inflammation in the body, and Deep Blue is obviously the heavy hitter with this one. So there's that. There's also, if you have, kids that are in major growth spurts, you can also, dilute it with some fractionated coconut oil and rub it on your kids' legs if they're kind of going through like, growth pain. Another joint and muscle roller blend that I love to kind of like put together is 10 drops of the Deep Blue mixed with 5 drops copaiba, 5 drops lavender, which is phenomenal for skin, and then 5 drops of peppermint. When you smell this oil, there's a strong, like medical smell almost. And that's one of the constituents called menthol. And menthol is this like very minty aroma. But we also know, peppermint's also very good for skin. So quick little tangent here on my lavender. I've been waking up with like horrible mosquito bites in the middle of the night, and I'll take just a little bit of lavender and put it on the bite, and the itching goes away like instantly. So that has been one of the greatest hacks when I'm on the road, is just lavender. I always keep lavender with me. What else? We also have this for head tension. So if you do kind of have some kind of like, foggy brain, everything that's going on, you can just put a little bit on your temples here. It's also great for cramping. So if you have any kind of like more muscle cramps than menstrual cramps, I'd say. But so again, biggest uses for our Deep Blue oil: head tension, muscles and joints, bone support, sore muscles, muscle support, and cramps. And then the other Deep Blue product, which I always have in my bag, is the stick. Okay, so it's the same, very similar blend as the oil. Yep, there we go. I mean, incredible, because it's not sticky. You don't have to like get it on your hands and then wash your hands straight away. And so again, temporary relief of just like joint pain, muscle pain, after a really hard workout. And then, so I'm not traveling with this one because it's a little bit heavy in my bag, but I am traveling with the capsules. So those Deep Blue capsules, oh my goodness, also fabulous. And they don't weigh as much for me when I'm traveling. So I'll take 1 to 2 of those a day. But yeah, people that are going through a lot of joint pain and stuff, I would definitely say this needs to be in your cabinet of all of these oils. What else? Yeah, that was pretty much the gist of what I had for Deep Blue. But again, I think that they sell this in the athlete pack, and it's just it's a great one to use for when you're training. Did I miss anything?
The only thing is, they don't sell the Deep Blue Touch anymore. I think when you started, they did, but the FDA made some kind of rule that they needed a child safe cap on anything with Deep Blue or wintergreen, which we don't have a roller for wintergreen anyway. But that's why they have yet to find a replacement for that they can sell. We can make them. There's no law.
It's so easy. It's so easy to make your own. Yeah. And I've actually found that with some of the roller bottles, like Immortelle, right? Immortelle is not an expensive oil. I was traveling with that one because I love it for my wrinkles. But the caps were not very seal tight, and it like would leak all over my bag. So making your own, finding a good roller bottle for yourself and then just doing a little craft is the way to go with this one.
Excellent. And this Deep Blue, the little 5 milliliter bottle, the little one that we would use to make our rollers with, is 10% off this month. So if it's one that you use all the time, you want to stock up on that particular sale.
And you don't need a lot, right? You just need a couple drops. I mean, it penetrates the skin real fast. So, and it stays there too. So yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, Joy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good to see you, ladies. Sandy, passing it over to you.
Thank you. Have a wonderful time in Austria, and then moving on to your next wonderful destination.
Absolutely. All right.
We love
bye.
hearing from you.
We love you,
Yeah.
Joy.
Love you too. Bye.
So, good morning again, ladies. Happy July 2024. It's hard to believe that 2024 is half over for us already. I'm still just getting used to writing that number on things. So I want to start off today with another one of the super sunny summer oils. Like last month, this one is a special oil blend that we usually can't buy. It's not in doTERRA's regular line, but they're giving it to us free with 125 PV loyalty order by the 15th of the month. I say this over and over again, talking about the product of the month, but it's such a great value that I really love talking about this one. So this month it is Sunny Citrus. And I think you're going to love this one. This blend merges the beautiful scents of sweet, hold on. Trying to get my computer working here. The scents of sweet citrus oils and mint. So it combines wild orange, grapefruit, and peppermint essential oils. Now, I hope you've all experienced the wonderful smell of our wild orange. Grapefruit, you may be a little less familiar with. It's another really clean and bright citrus oil that really balances kind of sweet with a little bit of tartness. And of course, one of our most popular mint oils is peppermint. And Joy was just talking a little bit about that. It's refreshing and has a really brisk aroma, and it really adds a crisp layer to this Sunny Citrus blend. So you can refresh the air and lift the moods of everybody in the room when you diffuse this one. You can add a few drops to your wool dryer balls to freshen up your next load of laundry. I have to say my dryer balls are one of my favorite ditch and switches that I have learned in using essential oils. I love not buying fabric softeners, not buying, the laundry sheets that people throw in their dryers. These live in my dryer, and every time I open that door to put my clothes in, I put a few drops of something in. And so that's another place where I love using my free product of the month, especially when it's something really fresh like Sunny Citrus. So just another little heads up on that. You can also combine like 20 drops of that oil with some distilled water and a little bit of witch hazel and mix up your own spray bottles to have room fresheners. Again, ditch and switch and use your oils to keep your house really fresh and clean and healthy. So remember, you just have a couple more days. If you have not sent a loyalty order yet this month, you have until the end of Monday, the 15th, with 125 PV order, and you'll get that oil absolutely free. So now I want to shift gears just a little bit. One of the top concerns that I hear from both men and women is the very real struggle that so many people have with getting good sleep consistently. So I love seeing the research that doTERRA does on an ongoing basis to help us with those solutions. Now, Dr. Osgathorpe is our doTERRA's medical director, and Dr. Nicole Stevens leads our researchers. They spoke in a video about this clinical research study they had done that kind of blew my mind a little bit. And I wanted to share a little bit about that, just because sleep can be such a number one thing. Genes matter. Your genetic makeup is who you are, but along with your genetic makeup, the choices we make also impact our health and our sleep in a big way. Now, you may have heard the word epigenetics and wondered, what the heck is that and how does it affect me? So epigenetics is the study of how behaviors and environment can cause changes that affect the way your genes work, which in turn affects your body chemistry, your hormone balance, and your biological aging. The studies that they have done on the new Serenity sleep system showed clinical improvement in 10 separate epigenetic markers that are measurable. These are measurable markers in the blood that measure what's going on in our brain, our skin, all throughout our bodies. So in the 6-week clinical trial that they did, C-reactive protein, which is an inflammatory marker, it's measurable in our blood, was cut in half by regular users of the Serenity system. They did a 6-week trial. These people all used the Serenity system for 6 weeks, and then they did the measurements at the beginning, probably during the study, and then again at the end. Cut that inflammatory marker in half after 6 weeks. And that was just one of the markers. And I'm not going to, some of them are very complex chemical. They're going to feel very scientific and not very interesting to listen to. But that one really, really hit home for me. Getting better restorative sleep not only makes you feel better, but it actually impacts your health and the way that your body is aging. So do you want to age fast, or do you want to do everything that you can to slow your biological aging? That simple nighttime routine, which I started as soon as the new system, we've known Serenity Oil for a while. We've had the soft gels for a while, but they were sort of revamped and improved when they added tart cherry to it last year. And then they added the Serenity stick. Those are the 3 components. That's my Sunny Citrus. So diffusing Serenity Oil at night, using the Serenity stick topically. Oh, love that aroma. And then taking the Serenity soft gels. Those are the 3 components of that system. So you're getting aromatic, topical, and internal benefits from that system. And so this study really, really was super meaningful. And like I said, I'm not going to go into a lot more of the other markers on it, but if you're interested, I think you can find some of that information if you go to the scientific blog on your doTERRA website. You can read more about that. And if you're really interested in improving your health and don't really give a, don't care a lot about reading studies, try just using that Serenity system for a while and see how it affects your sleep and your overall health. Now, for something fun and a little kind of easy summer DIY, I love making these to add to beverages to make everything a little more interesting and tasty. So I made this week essential oil ice cubes. Now, I have several different options of these wonderful little silicone trays. You can make tiny little ice cubes. I like the giant ones, so I just add 1 giant one to a drink and it lasts a long time. Then you're going to select what fruits and herbs really appeal to you most. You can add orange, grapefruit, you can add mint leaves, basil leaves, be as creative as you like. Chop up those bigger fruits and those herbs into small little pieces. I love using berries. Oh shoot, I made them and I left them in the freezer in the other room. I was going to show you a couple of that I did with berries just yesterday. I put raspberries in one of the squares and blueberries in other squares. And then I added about 2 drops of Sunny Citrus and filled the square with water and froze it. So once it's frozen, you add that to your drink, you're getting that nice little citrusy boost. You're getting the fruit as your ice cube melts. You're getting the fruit added to your drink too. It's pretty, it's fun, it's super good for you, and it adds great flavor on these hot days when we have to stay hydrated. We should be drinking so much more water on these days, or whatever your favorite beverage is. Maybe you're drinking a little iced tea, homemade iced tea. I did a little bit of that this week too, and I added some of the Sunny Citrus to that. So many great creative ways that you can work with your oils. So be creative, stay cool, and stay hydrated, and have fun with that DIY. And I will pass you back over now to Roxanne. Although I think I saw Patsy had a question I've already forgotten what her question was. Oh, about the witch hazel. So adding witch hazel helps to keep your oils combined with your water a little bit better in your spray bottle. I still give it a really good shake when I make it, but the witch hazel just kind of binds everything together a little bit. So that's the reason for that. And over to you, Roxanne.
Okay, thank you so much, Sister. And that the witch hazel thing is a great idea whenever you're making a water-based blend for your oils, because we know oil and water don't mix. But the witch hazel, and you want to choose an unscented witch hazel so that that doesn't gum up the scent that you're creating in your spray. So room sprays, linen sprays, anything like that, even body sprays. So those would be very beneficial when we add the witch hazel to just secure those oil molecules to the water inside there. So I have a number of things to speak to today, and one of them is that when you place a 125 LRP order, when you purchase it, don't just change your cart and have it ship after the 15th. It's got to ship by the 15th to get you the free Sunny Citrus, of course, which is what we want after Sandy's great explanation. But we also, on our team, which is headed by Allie Van Zambergen, she's started a new bonus with giving us some unusually beneficial education. And so this month is going to be on iridology. I think I'm saying that correctly, iridology. And I didn't know what it was, but it is a tool, a scientific tool that we can learn, and we will be taught how to use it. Whoops, we got to admit Lisa again. We will learn how to do it by an expert that she has coming on. It'll be near the end of the month after she goes through her team and sees who qualifies and then sends them all emails in order to get on that particular Zoom link. And that's not my Zoom link, so don't use my link that day, but she will have a link for you to get on to that call, and that iridologist will speak to this, because apparently when you look into the iris of the eye, you can see indicators of good health and poor health. And she will be able to teach us quite a bit about that. So that is something to look forward to. Now, if you've already placed an order this month and you're thinking, geez, I'd like to get in on that, or I'd like to get in on that Sunny Citrus, that free palm, the product of the month, what you can do is call customer service. And I don't know if they can do it on the chat of customer service, but they're open the same time. So for Eastern time, it would be between 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday. On Saturday, today, it would be 11 to 4 p.m. And I think Monday is the 15th, right? Monday's the 15th. So Monday would be your last day to contact customer service if you need to, what we call, top off the order you already placed, or if you want to get it converted to a loyalty order. And of course, we know that our loyalty orders mean free stuff for us. We can get these free products every month. We can also qualify sometimes for some other 200 PV special kind of deals. So LRP means free. And plus, when we are collecting our rewards, we are adding up our points over time that will be used as money to pay for our products. So that's something I also want to talk about today, was using reward points. And your reward points are if you're in the loyalty program, you'll see your total points that you have to use on the left upper of your shopping bag. You'll also see a little bit on the right side, your credits, if you have earned any credits through doTERRA, which would be dollars. And what dollars am I talking about? I'm talking about commission dollars that don't quite total enough to send you a separate commission check. They will just put them in that credit, and you use that just like you would cash. And so it'll say use your credit, you just check that box, and then it will take it off the total of your order, which means it's helping pay for taxes, it's helping pay for shipping, and it's helping pay for any products at all. Whereas loyalty rewards sometimes are limited to certain products. They generally don't let us use reward points for bundling or for brand new products. I think they will release them to use on rewards after they've been out in the world here for 6 months for our new products. So that's, I think, the restrictions on that. When you do use your rewards, you'll see it in your shopping bag. It'll say use rewards, and then it will be a drop down to let you know how many of that product. Let's say you placed an order for 3 Serenity sleep sticks. Oh, I put mine away. Sorry about that. But the one Sandy was holding up, this kind of lavender colored, and it's wonderful with the valerian root in it. Let's say that you wanted to, let's say you were buying 3 of them in your cart or in your shopping bag. It will tell you if you have enough points to apply to 1, 2, or 3 of those. So you can make your choice on how many things you want to use your rewards towards, okay? Now, why do we use rewards? Well, we use rewards, a lot of us use them on the more expensive oils, like your rose oil. Rose oil, by the way, is $275 wholesale for a little bottle this size, which holds 83 drops. And you're thinking to yourself, why in the heck would an oil be so expensive? Well, rose oil is hard to source. It takes 250,000 rose petals that have to be picked just at the right time of day and distilled that day only for 24 hours. So you can see why it is a production expensive task. But we can get rose in a couple of other ways right now. They do sell the Rose Touch, which I think might be $75 wholesale. I can't remember exactly. But right now we have the Rose Hydrosol and the Moringa Rose products this month only. Again, because of sourcing, it's so difficult. They can't tell us we can buy them all the time just because of the sourcing cost. And Sandy is spraying hers right now all over her face, which is wonderful. She loves it. And this is the Rose Hydrosol is a very watery feeling spray. So that you see a big bottle here, and it is very, very hydrating. It's very nourishing to the skin. And it's actually going to help you psychologically and emotionally as well as physically. And rose, of course, the rose oil is good for not only our skin, helping, calm down wrinkles and fine lines. It will also help calm down any inflammation of our skin. It will actually help heal our skin if we've got some imperfections or some injury to our skin. And it's also good for libido, boosting sexual confidence, and many things we might get sick from in our community or a facility we might be living in. Could be an adult only community. It could be an assisted living community. It could be a nursing, a long-term care facility, or a hospital, for example. Things do spread wildly in those places. And so the rose is super good for things like that. Rose is also really good for lots of reproductive issues. for brain and nerve stuff. So of course, you know me, I'm all about the rose if it has anything to do with my brain. It's also going to help boost semen production. And it makes a lovely pure fume. Now I'm saying pure fume because all the perfumes that you can buy out on the market are synthetics. And they're going to cause different reactions we don't want, like severe head tension, feeling kind of sick to your stomach, feeling like you're not good for anything. That kind of head problem is very common when you walk through, let's say, the cosmetics counter of Macy's or another big store like that, that has all kinds of those synthetic scents just waiting for people to buy them. But for a lot of us, they will cause us to have unpleasant results. So the rose is a great pure fume by itself. And of course, the Moringa rose, which is the other part of this rose duet. And if you buy the two of them this month together, you'll be saving $6 over buying each thing separately. And so the Moringa rose is really good for more substantial support to our skin. I know I use that all over my face. I'll pump. It's a pump. It's a little pump. Okay. And so I'll put a squirt in my hand. I'll put it on my neck, try and help my crepiness, try and help my wrinkles. Oh my gosh, the smell is so wonderful. Back of my neck, because of my brain and so forth. So the Moringa rose is very smoothing and very nourishing to the skin. And again, will help with discomfort too. Did you know that? Rose is also a good essential oil for aches and soreness and crampiness, especially if it's related to our uterus. Okay. So the reason I'm talking about these especially is it's a great affordable way to get the rose benefits this month. And you want to snatch those up this month. Don't wait till they go by, because it may be another year before they're available ever again. So I like also the fact that rose oil is good for anything to do with the heart, the physical heart, as well as the emotional heart. And so think of the word love when you hear the word rose. And of course, we know that from Valentine's Day, and anytime that you want to give somebody something special, you might buy them a single rose. And you know then that you're really treating them with great kindness, respect, and admiration when you're giving them a rose. So I want to encourage you to get those rose products this month. And then I wanted to also talk about something that's new this month. I'm not sure everybody on this call knows about it, or everybody who watches the replay, but it is called Loyalty Rewards on Enrollment. Now, those of us on the call right now have been around long enough that we know that when we got our wholesale account started, we couldn't buy anything that month that we started our account. We couldn't get on the loyalty order program that month. We had to wait till the next month. Well, doTERRA has listened to the requests by people and said, you know what, we're going to change that. And so now when people start up their wholesale account, which you can help them do by sharing your refer a friend link, which I'm hoping everyone is doing as often as possible without being obnoxious. We don't want you to be obnoxious, but anybody who is expressing some interest in learning about oils or would like to see what's available for purchase, give them your refer a friend link, because that is a win-win. You are gifting them a free year membership at wholesale prices. When they click, they got to click on your link. If they just forget that and go to doTERRA.com, it won't work. They will not get a free membership. They'll have to pay the $35 membership unless they're buying a special kit. And so it gives them that benefit, and it gives you 20% in credit dollars of their enrollment order. So it's a win-win. And you don't have to do anything else besides just share that link. Unless, if you're a wellness advocate, then you'd want to support them on your team. But the loyalty on enrollment is a huge benefit for people who know, especially, that they're probably going to get the vitamins every month, or the probiotics every month, or shampoo, conditioner, cleaning products, oils that they would like, skincare stuff. Anything that you know that you're going to buy at least one item a month, you want to get on that loyalty program. And so people who are just getting their account started may already know that that would be a good deal for them. So the benefits to new members who place their loyalty enrollment order this month and next month, hopefully, as well, the new member will get 10% back on rewards on their enrollment order. We never could get that before. And they'll also get the free product of the month if their enrollment order is 125 PV. So if they want that Sunny Citrus this month, they're going to want to get 125 PV in their enrollment order. And that's if they enroll between now and the 15th, basically, and any month up to the 15th. They will also get a head start on their loyalty reward point earnings, because this will be month 1. And we know that 3 months in a row bumps you up 5% in rewards each quarter of the first year until you max out at 30% rewards. What does that mean? That means that anytime, I know Sandy, and Pat for sure place a 125 PV order every month because we like the free product, obviously. But we know too that 30% means when we place an order, no matter what it is, let's say it's 100 PV, just for discussion's sake, we're getting back 30 points. So that knocks the cost down essentially to $70. So now we are staying under wholesale pricing every month that we place our orders in that fashion. And so to earn loyalty rewards, remember, we do need to place at least a 50 PV order in our shopping bag. However, in this particular loyalty enrollment order, they will get 10% back no matter if they're ordering something for 18 PV or 400 PV. They will get back 10% of that. So that's a good deal. And so you can set this up when people go through the process of getting their loyalty enrollment order started. There'll be a place where there are 2 places they can either check off a monthly subscription to anything in the bag. You don't even have to select everything in the bag. Just one thing will garner you this incentive, this benefit. And so you can check off the monthly subscription option on any eligible products in the cart, meaning things that are possible next month. The Sunny Citrus obviously isn't, because that's a one-time, only available with the free product of the month. Some other things like the Rose Hydrosol and the Moringa Rose will not be available next month. So that you couldn't check off, but you could check off anything else. And then you can also check off the bag subscription button if you wish the whole thing to go in every month. Does it mean you're locked into it? No, it doesn't. Because when you go into your loyalty order that is set up in this way, you can delete whatever you want and add whatever you want anytime in your bag. So there's no loyalty police that are going to make you buy something you don't want. Okay, I hope that's very clear to everybody. And once you create this order, then you'll have the option to select when you'd like it to ship the following month. And you can then, after you process your loyalty enrollment order. So it's all very doable and it will talk you through the steps. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to whoever enrolled you, or if you need to let me know, I can help you out as well. And this is available only to people in the United States market or the Canada market right now. Although it's telling me it's also available in the North America Latino and North America Chinese language markets too, if you happen to have any people who are in that market. And you can use your link generator, Sandy, as well, and Christy as well, to create links for prospective members. And it says you can select the monthly subscription check boxes on the products to create a loyalty enrollment order for them, but I haven't gone through that process yet, so I can't exactly tell you how to do that. But just remember to tell them they can always edit their order whenever they want to. You can go in every day of the month if you think of something new you want to get, or something you want to take out. You think, oh, I'm not using that as fast as I thought I would. I'll take that out of next month's order. You can do that anytime up to the day before it ships. Okay. And I always tell my people when I help them enroll is I tell them, put an appointment reminder in your phone or wherever you remind yourself of a couple days before your shipment date, so that you can make sure you have edited what you want to, because otherwise what's in that bag will ship automatically. And sometimes that makes us mad if we forgot to take something out we didn't want anymore. Okay, or at least for that month. So that's how we can help people now get the jump start on their rewards. And then of course, they can save those reward points, use them up for birthday gifts, use them at Christmas time, but they do expire 1 year from the day you earn them. You'll see them appear in your shopping bag up on that left top part where it shows your loyalty reward, the rewards that you've earned. You'll see that sometime around the 15th of the following month that you placed your order. And that gives doTERRA time for any returns that might have occurred, because otherwise it would be a big jumbled mess if they've got to take back your rewards and so forth. So that's why they do that. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to stop the recording so that we can get into our non-compliant comments and questions. Okay, so stop my recording.